I'm not a psychic, but I see myself all over you. Hey guys, it's Jasmine, and today we're going to be doing the Cabello book tag. I really am in a book tag mood because I made a Greatest Showman book tag, and now I'm making a Cabello book tag. So, if you love Camila Cabello, and I do, you'll know she put out her album, Camila, January 12th, I think, and I was listening to it, and when I was writing down a list of videos to make, I was like, Camila Cabello book tag, and I was like, let's do that. And these questions are from Camila Cabello's album, Camila, and some of her other songs she's written. So let's get on with the video. Question 1 is for, she loves control. She wants it her way. And that is a book with a kick-ass heroine. Because after all, this heroine loves control. She wants it her way. In answer to that question, I pick Selena Sardothian from Throne of Glass. Now, I'm going to say something that is a Crown of Midnight spoiler, so go to this time to not be spoiled by Crown of Midnight. So a lot of people say that Selena isn't kick-ass because in Crown of Midnight, she doesn't actually kill the people. But she does. She may not kill people, but she can be kick-ass if she wants to. And when she does, you better watch out because she's coming. She loves control. And just look at her on these covers. She looks so, kick-ass. Question 2 is for, I'll never be the same. I'll never be the same. And the question for Never Be the Same is a book that overwhelmed you or like changed you or like astonished you, like made you see and like felt like you would have never felt before. It changed you, is what I'm trying to say. So for Never Be the Same, that book is The Short History of the Girl Next Door. I love this book. This is one of my favorite standalone novels. It's by Jared Reck, and it's really good. He said he might write a sequel, and I'm not sure if I want him to write a sequel, because I feel like it ended pretty good as it is. Question 3 is for All These Years. And I forgot how that goes, but for All These Years, it is your favorite childhood book or book series. And for me, that was The Babysitter's Club. I just loved The Babysitter's Club. They're by Anne M. Martin. I used to read tons of them. I was like obsessed with them in 2nd and 3rd grade. And I remember my teacher coming up to me and was all like, Jasmine, you kind of need to read more than The Babysitter's Club. And I was like, okay. But I was obsessed with The Babysitter's Club. And I look back at it now and I realize how boring those books were. Not boring, but like they repeat stuff over and over again. So like when you read a book in this series and then the person tells you all about themselves. There's like a whole chapter dedicated to them talking about what they do and everything, like everything over and over again. There's like this one designated chapter that tells all about them. So people who read it get understanding. And that's good, but people who have already read several other 10 books or so, really frustrated when they see that. But yeah, The Babysitter's Club and the Karen books, which were more like kind of similar, like younger sister for The Babysitter's Club, those were my all-time favorite childhood books when I was like younger, like the 2nd, 3rd grade. Question 4 is for, I have questions for you. And that is a book, well, basically, you have questions for. I didn't come up with this question on my own, because I really got stuck. So I looked up one, and it's like a book with a cliffhanger, a really bad cliffhanger, that you have questions. So I could go ahead and mention every Cassandra Clare book, but most of them I've already like filled out, and I already got one after. Like, to complete it, like Clockwork Prince, I got Clockwork Princess. In the Dark Art of Business series, I didn't get the conclusion yet because we still only have 2 books. So a book with a bad cliffhanger that I have questions for the author is Lord of Shadows by Cassandra Clare. This woman, I love her books, but no, like, she didn't even bother writing an epilogue. She has done an epilogue for every single one of her books. But no, she didn't bother. Didn't even bother doing that. That's why I have so many gosh dang questions, and I'm so gonna pre-order Queen of Air and Darkness. Question 4, pretty sure, is for Consequences. Loving you had consequences. And that was the book you were very disappointed in. So the two that I had that I was disappointed in was Geekarella by Ashley Poston and The Secret History of Us by Jessie Kirby. Both of these books, I expected more. Like, I read the inside flap here and on Goodreads, and I was like, whoa, this book sounds amazing. And this one, I was looking for more diversity. I really was. I mean, it was good and all, but I don't know, I just wasn't really exactly. Everyone praised it a lot, called it their favorite books, but honestly, I didn't really like it that much. And it's really pretty, and I'm sad that this was a pretty book, and I was disappointed in it. This one I was disappointed because it didn't give that thrilling conclusion. I read a book similar to this, and it was called Don't Look Back by Jennifer L. Armentrout, and I loved that book. And I was looking for something similar to this, but no, I got something way different that wasn't that great. Yeah, this had suffered consequences of being disappointments, if that makes sense. But reading you had consequences. Disappointment. The fifth question is for OMG, you look good today. And that is a book with a pretty cover. There are a lot of books with pretty colors, but this one really stands out to me, and that is Their Fractured Light by Amy Kaufman and Megan Spooner. This is the third book in the Starbound series, and it's just gosh dang pretty. The first and second one were pretty, but these colors just blend so well, and it's like supernova. And I assume this is space. Really stupid. But my stupidity can be tossed aside because of the beauty of this wonderful book. And her dress is so pretty, looks like a peacock. And, you know, he looks like a normal guy, I guess. But she's so pretty, and this cover's so pretty, and I love it so much. I would probably love it more if I read it. So question 5 or 6 is for Into It. I could get into it. And that is an overhyped book. So there are tons of overhyped books, like The Fault in Our Stars. I didn't even finish that one. Nope, did not. I might try reading it again for the third time. Yep, third time try. The book I have 2 is Uglies. Can't even see it. Oh, because it's too white. I didn't finish it. I don't know why. I don't know. I feel like I'm being too judgy. I haven't even finished the book. But the reason I couldn't finish the book is because I got bored. Honestly, I didn't like Tally, the main character. And I don't know. I just didn't like her. She just seemed... I don't know. I just didn't like her. You know how you just don't like a person? I just don't like Tally. I also think An Ember in the Ashes was overhyped. I think I should finish this book because I really do plan on finishing it, but the reason I am starting not to like it is because there are 2 points of view to this book. Elias and Laia. I'm going to call her Laia. I don't know how to pronounce her name. It's Laia. I don't know how to pronounce that. I don't know. Laia. So, I don't like Elias' point of view. I just don't. I like Laia. I like her point of view. I don't like Elias. When I ended chapter 1, I was like, oh no, we're gonna get 2 points of view, crappity crap. Yikes. But I'll finish this book and then I might have a different opinion on it. But as of now, no, I think it's overhyped. So is Uglies. I honestly don't know what number this is. Oh, I could check which number it is based on my tallies I've made on the paper. Right here, I crossed off ones. I don't know why I was stupid enough not to notice that. But I'm on question 7. And I thought I was on question 5 and 6. I was on 7. So that means I'm doing number 8. Number 8 is for Havana. Half of my heart is in Havana. You have to have heard this song. Honestly, I love it. It's my favorite song. Every time on the radio, I'm like, that's my jam. I honestly think I'll never get bored of it. But for Havana, it is your go-to book or book series. So for me, I hate being repetitive. But my go-to book or book series is The Infernal Devices. You might be wondering why I'm not holding up this book. It's because these bookshelves are really closely knitted together. And I don't want to yank it out and have to lift up the bookshelf to put it back in. So yeah, these are my go-to books. If I saw these at my school, which will never happen, sadly, I would just go straight to them and just be like, I love you. Because I do, I love them. I think this is question 9. Even though I counted, I'm still, iffy on what number I'm in. Man's gotta give. All I do is give, and all you do is take. And that is a book you expected more out of. And that was Rapture by Lauren Kate, which is the 4th book in the Fallen series. And I used to love Fallen series. I don't like it anymore, but I still expected more of this 4th book. And I didn't get that. I got this ending that made me throw the book across the room. I expected more. Another one is for all I'm looking for some real friends. All they ever do is let me down. Find out with somebody in. Then I find out what they're all about. Real Friends is for a book with a betrayal that surprised you. And I went on about how previously I read, not previously, but in the video previously, I read a book called Don't Look Back by Jennifer L. Armentrout. And that book had such a surprising betrayal. I didn't even see it coming. I was just like... The next question is for, who are you in the dark? I, show me the scary parts. I. And that is for a book that you had a hard time understanding. And for me, that book was The Illuminate Files by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. That book was a little bit hard for me to understand. Like, I found myself getting bored. But I kept at it, and it was a really good book. I just had to reread parts over and over again. And the second book, Gemini, was pretty good. But at some point, I had to keep rereading it again because I couldn't understand it. And I didn't really want to reread parts over and over again. I just wanted to, finish on with the story. But I knew if I wanted to enjoy the story, I'd have to fully understand this book. The final question for this Camila Cabello book tag is for, I Wanna Love You Inside Out, Wanna Love You Inside Out. And that is a book where a couple that you love. A book with a couple that I love is Feyre and Rysand from A Court of Mist and Fury. I love them. I do. They're my background on my phone because I think I love them. I have the first book, which is A Court of Thorns and Roses, but I don't like Tamlin here. I like Rysand so much better. So that was all I had for this book tag. I hope you decided to do this tag because it'd mean a lot to me and you could support Camila Cabello. And I love Camila Cabello. I love her brand new album. I love her going solo. She's amazing. And yeah, so I don't know anyone to tag. So anyone who wants to do this video can do this video. So yeah, bye!